Hi guys, welcome back to That Content YouTube channel. I'm Tyagaj, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to read a credit report. Now if you apply for a credit and if the credit application gets rejected, what does the lender reply you? They reply you saying that your credit score is less, and they might even add a point saying that there are one or two negative credit accounts that's reflecting in your credit report, due to which they are unable to provide you a credit. The lenders don't just check your credit score before providing your credit. They go through all the content in your credit report before providing or rejecting your credit. So it's important for you to know how to read or understand a credit report. Few highlights in credit report. Obviously, your CIBIL score, account information, and enquiry information. In account information, there are subheads such as account details and payment status, which is the difficult part to understand for anyone viewing the credit report. The main terms that you'll be learning in account details are willful default or suit filed, credit facility status, written off amount total, written off amount principal, settlement amount, and amount overdue. And the main terms that you'll be learning in payment status are STD, 000, XXX, SME, SUV, DBT, LSS, and NPA. I'll just take you through the highlights of credit report, which the lenders mainly look into, and that's what the whole credit report is all about. So watch this video till the end and do not forget to subscribe. Now let's see how to read a credit report.
As you log into CIBIL, it will take you to the dashboard, and the main thing what you'll notice here is your CIBIL score. Your CIBIL score ranges from 300 to 900, conveying the lender what type of a risk that they will be taking in lending you money. The closer your score is to 900, the lenders are at lower risk in providing a credit to you. CIBIL score is categorized into poor, fair, good, and excellent CIBIL score. If your score is below 680, it is considered to be poor. It reflects your defaults such as write-offs and past delinquencies. If your score is below 680, you will not be approved for any credit at all. A score between 680 to 720 is considered fair. It shows some of your irregular payments in the past, which also means that your credit standing is lesser than what is normally desired. A score between 720 to 750 is considered good. It shows good track record in the past. A few percentage of credit applicants who fall under this category are likely to become seriously delinquent in the future. Any score above 750 is considered excellent. It shows your exemplary credit behavior, which will help you in getting your credit at the best interest rate. There are other categories of CIBIL score: NH, NA 1 or 0. If your score is NH, NA 1 or 0, it means that you have no credit history. It shows that you have not taken any loans in the past, or you do not have any credit activity in the last couple of years. These scores are not viewed negatively by a lender, but it is difficult for you to get any credit if scores are NH, NA 1 or 0. The other important things what you notice in the dashboard are the tabs. The first one is credit report. This will have all the information related to your credit and the credit that you applied for. Offers, it will have all the ads for loans and credit cards by different banks. Alerts, this is when you purchase your CIBIL report that you get notified for any new enquiry by banks when you apply for loan. Score stimulator, this shows how your CIBIL score is calculated. Credit education, this shows how to interpret your credit report and different terms used in credit report. Now when you click on credit report, you will find the summary of your report, which is your personal information, contact information, employment information, account information, and enquiry information. In credit report, here you will have your control number. This is useful when you raise a dispute or contact CIBIL, because CIBIL's customer service will identify your credit report with the control number. Now when you click on personal information, you'll find your name, date of birth and the gender. And also you'll find the identification type and the numbers. It can be your PAN card, Aadhaar card or voter ID. Mainly your PAN card will be listed here. Next thing is your contact information, and when you click on this, you'll find your mailing address. At least 4 of your mailing address will be recorded in your CIBIL report. It can be your office address, residence address and permanent address. Then your telephone number type and their numbers, and also the email addresses. Any contact number and email addresses that you provide on the application for credit will be recorded here. After your contact information comes your employment information, and when you click on it, you'll get to know what the lenders have reported your occupation as. If you're salaried, they'll report it as you're salaried, and if you're self-employed, they'll report as self-employed, and the date when they reported to CIBIL. After this, the next 2 information is the most important one in your credit report: account information and enquiry information. And also your CIBIL score is derived from account information and enquiry information. Click on account information and you'll be taken to the main page of account information. Here you'll find all the credits that you have taken in the past. The first column will show the member name or the lender's name. The second column will have the account type. It shows what type of a credit that you have taken. The third column is the account number. It shows the loan account number and the credit card numbers. And the last one is the ownership. If any of your credit account shows as individual ownership, it means that you are the main applicant. If at all your ownership shows as guarantor, it means that you are a co-applicant or a guarantor for the particular credit. If you want to know how you dealt with particular credit account, click on that credit account. The first thing what you'll see is the account details and then the payment status. Now the account details. Under account details, you have credit limit. This is the total credit limit that you have on the credit card account. Sanctioned amount. This is the loan sanctioned amount. Current balance. The current balance after certain period of loan tenure. Cash limit. What's the cash limit on the credit card account? Amount overdue. This is a negative content in your account details. If at all any amount reflecting in amount overdue, it means that there is something pending with your payment. Rate of interest. What's the rate of interest that you're paying on the loan? Repayment tenure. What's the total repayment tenure? EMI amount. What's the monthly installment amount? Payment frequency. This is mainly with the gold loans. It will show if you're paying interest for quarterly, half-yearly or yearly. Actual payment amount. This is for the payment frequency. What's the amount that you're actually paying? Date opened and disbursed. This is when you got the loan amount. The date when you got the loan amount. Date closed. If at all you closed the loan or credit card account, the date will be mentioned here. Date of last payment. This is the date when you made the last payment towards the loan or credit card dues. Date reported and certified. This is when the lenders last reported to CIBIL. Value of collateral. This is the value of the collateral, the amount of the collateral. Type of collateral. What's the type of collateral that you have given it to the bank? Now, these are the fields which is a negative content in your account details. Any remark on these fields shows you as a defaulter. Suit filed or willful default. Suppose if the lenders are not able to recover the loan dues or credit card dues, and if they file a case, they'll mention it as suit filed or willful default. Credit facility status. This shows if you have settled the credit account or if the credit account has been written off. Written off amount total. What's the total written off amount? This includes the interest and extra charges. Written off amount principal. This shows the principal written off amount. This excludes the interest and the extra charges. Settlement amount. This is when you pay the lender by waiving of certain percentage on your current outstanding was the settlement amount. Now this is with the account details. The main thing that you need to be concerned with the account details is the amount overdue, suit filed and willful default, credit facility status, written off amount total, written off amount principal, settlement amount. Because if there are any remarks in any of these fields, then your CIBIL score may drop and these remarks are viewed negatively by a lender. And now we go ahead with the payment status. Click on payment status. Here you have your payment start date, the date from when you started paying your loan or credit card dues. Payment end date, the last time when you paid your loan or credit card dues. Below that you can find payment history. This is the most important content in payment status because your payment history contributes to 30% of your CIBIL score. This is also called as days past due. Guys, can you see that month on month that there are some numbers or remarks that is being updated here? This is how the lenders report to CIBIL about your payment information, if you're paying your dues on time or is there any delay in your payment. This payment history will be shown for the last 3 years. Now how do you read days past due with different remarks? I'll explain you with the terms and remarks that are used in days past due or payment history. First, I'll explain you with the terms that is not viewed negatively by a lender or that does not have a negative impact in your credit score. In days past due, if XXX is reflecting for any of the month, it means that the lenders have not reported to credit bureau about your payment information for that particular month. In this case, for the month of Feb, March, April, May, June, July, the lender has not reported to the credit bureau about your payment information. In days past due, if 000 is mentioned for any of the month, it means that the payment is on time. There is no delay in payment. In this case, for the month of Feb, March, April, May, June and July, there is no delay in payments. The payment is being made on or before the due date. And if STD is updated in DPD for any of the month, it means standard payment. This indicates that the payment is being made within 90 days. This generally happens with NBFCs and some government banks who report to credit bureau once in 3 months. So for the month of February, March, April, May, June and July, the payment is being updated as STD. It does not mean that you can skip a month's payment and pay the complete due within 90 days. It's just that the banks report to credit bureau once in 3 months, and for all the 3 months your payment is being made on or before the due date. Now that you know with the terms that is not viewed negatively by a lender, let's go ahead and see what are the terms or remarks that is viewed negatively by a lender or that has a negative impact in your credit score. If there is a number in days past due column, it means the payment is late by that many days. In this case, for the month of Feb, the payment is late by 10 days, and for the month of March, the payment is late by 31 days, and it goes on till July. If SUB is updated in days past due column, it means substandard. It shows that the payments are being made after 90 days. This also results in non-performing asset (NPA) of an account. If the payment is not being made for 3 consecutive months, the credit account results in NPA. If SMA is updated in days past due column, it means special mention account. It shows that the credit account which has standard payment is moving towards substandard. In this case, for the month of April and May, the days past due is mentioned as SMA, which means the credit account is moving from standard payment towards substandard. If DBT is updated in days past due, it means doubtful. It shows the credit account has remained substandard account for a period of 12 months. And if LSS is updated in days past due, it means loss. The credit account where loss has been identified and remains uncollectible. In this credit report, For this particular credit account, the payment is being pending for over 900 days. And now, the last information is your enquiry information. Click on it. You'll find all the enquiries done by the lenders at the time of applying a loan. The first column will have the member's name, which is the lender's name. The second column will have the date of enquiry. It shows the date when the lender has enquired for your credit report. The third column will have the enquiry purpose. This will show what type of a credit account that you have applied for. The last one is the enquiry amount. This shows the value of the credit that you have applied for.
With all this, you now know how to read a credit report. For now, I am signing off. Take care. Be safe.